We've got something important to discuss, and that shadow is health anxiety. Are you guilty of making any of these health anxiety missteps? Welcome back, friends. Today we're diving deep into the world of health anxiety. First, I want to welcome those that are new to the channel. I'm Paige Pradko, an anxiety and OCD specialist, and on the channel I provide guidance to individuals dealing with various anxiety disorders and health anxiety and OCD. Now, today we're going to explore some of the biggest and the most common mistakes that people make when they're dealing with health anxiety. Let me illustrate these common mistakes by sharing a story about Jess. Now, Jess is not your average person. She's very bright, compassionate, and full of potential. Jess is a third-year medical student with a very active brain. But there's a shadow that's been haunting her life. Jess starts her day self-monitoring her body by taking her vitals and mentally checking internally on symptoms that she's been worried about. And now in her coursework, she's learned about different body systems and what can go wrong. And her mind takes that knowledge and just applies it to what she feels in her own body. She calls her doctors about her concerns frequently, convinced that they might be missing something, even when they assure her that she's perfectly healthy. But let's pause here. Although Jess is learning a lot about medical problems and disease, she doesn't know about treating health anxiety. She tends to interpret things that she feels in her body as a threat, and then her survival instinct takes over and she feels this urgency to seek reassurance that she's fine. Unfortunately, her journey is a stark example of what not to do when you're dealing with health anxiety. The following is a list of mistakes that Jess makes attempting to ease her mind, but unknowingly makes her condition worse. Number 1 is reassurance seeking. The first mistake Jess makes is Googling her symptoms, going onto symptom discussion groups, and diving deep into medical research for reassurance. It's like trying to put out fire with gasoline. Number 2 is not trusting her medical providers. Even though Jess is going into medical school herself and painstakingly, researched and chose her physicians, she still doesn't trust them. She imagines that they're going to miss something or maybe not take her seriously. Number 3 is misinterpreting symptoms. People with health anxiety, including Jess, score high on a trait called anxiety sensitivity. And this means that they tend to misinterpret what they feel in their body as threatening and dangerous. Number 4 is attaching scary stories. Jess is studying medicine and learning about every horrible disease and ailment. And although her anxiety and OCD were there before med school, she's triggered by what she learns in school. And it's sometimes impossible to tell what comes first, her learning about a disease and then experiencing the symptoms, or the other way around. But her imagination is always involved conjuring up and connecting a scary story to whatever symptom she's experiencing. Number 5 is not practicing response prevention. Jess does the opposite of response prevention. She reacts to everything, and she thinks everything she thinks and feels, and she seeks reassurance through the internet, doctors, family, friends, fellow students. She monitors her body regularly. She checks her pulse, blood levels, temperature, oximeter, blood pressure, eyes, skin, you name it. And she has a whole bunch of safety behaviors, including different supplements she takes and special nutrient drinks and a whole list of things that she avoids. Number 6 is monitoring and checking. Jess monitors her vitals. She checks internally on what she notices. Even when she travels, she brings medical safety kit with her filled with monitoring devices and medications and other supplies. Now, she calls it her mobile ER. The kit's very comforting, but it only reinforces her anxiety. Number 7, excessive doctor visits, unnecessary testing. And she's seeking reassurance through this testing, and that's a pitfall for Jess. Her doctors give her special attention because she's a medical student, and she knows what to say to trigger the tests being ordered. And the physicians do go this extra mile for her, give her a lot of reassurance, and they don't know that it's reinforcing her health anxiety. But even if she doesn't get a certain test ordered that she wants or gets the reassurance she wants, she'll even jump to another hospital or medical system. Number 8 is ruminating. Jess engages in constant rumination about her symptoms. She doesn't realize that the rumination in itself is a compulsion that feeds her health anxiety cycle. Number 9 is not engaging in the rest of her life. Jess is busy as a medical student, but if you asked her, the bulk of her day is spent thinking about her health systems. She doesn't go out with friends, she doesn't go to the gym, she doesn't date. Her life is really focused around medical school and her health symptoms. And number 10 is avoiding discomfort, unknowing, and uncertainty. Jess wants to know, she wants control. Sitting with discomfort and uncertainty is absolutely foreign to her, but necessary if she wants to recover from health anxiety. Jess's story highlights some of the biggest mistakes people make when grappling with health anxiety. Another mistake that's common but not experienced by Jess is avoiding doctor visits and regular checkups altogether. But remember, no matter what part of her story you may relate to, it's never too late to change your approach. Health anxiety can be relentless, and the cycle can take over your life until you put a stop to it. But you don't have to face this struggle alone. If you need help in letting go and want to learn how to conquer health anxiety, live a life free from its grip, I have treatment resources and support groups to help you at pagepradco.com. Health anxiety is a complex condition, but it's treatable, and you can live your life in peace without that struggle. Until next time, I'll see you in session. Take care. Bye-bye.